Good afternoon, everyone. This is Leslye with What Leslye Loves, and in today's video, I have a real unboxing. And you guys know I'm not super keen on doing those, but I decided to do something a little bit different. I'm trying to shake things up a little bit and get into my groove. So I'm gonna jump in because you guys know I can always ramble on. I have been a little bit of a naughty girl. I've never done this in my life. Maybe I'm going through my midlife crisis. I'm gonna just call it what it is, but I've never treated myself as much as I have this birthday month of mine, but here we are. I guess we're entering new territory. So let me stop rambling on. I went to we did a little impromptu quick visit to the Atlanta area. We live pretty close, and decided, my husband was super sweet because on my birthday week, I was so busy with work, and he kept offering me like, hey, do you want to go into Charlotte? Do you want to go into Atlanta? Do you want to go to the Coach outlet? Because he knows Coach is like my thing right now. I get into phases, and right now I'm deep into the Coach phase, and for good reason. They're doing a great job. The calendar worked itself out that we could both take an impromptu day off yesterday, and that's what we did. So your girl was naughty, but I did so with permission. Like, I walked away, I stepped away. I literally went in to have fun, and I had so much fun. Alex, if you're watching this video, thank you. I went to a different location than I usually do. We were just in a completely different area, and it was nice to kind of change up the routine. But yeah, thank you. I had such a fun time. They had all the new goodies out, which was super fun. I was super intrigued by the Brooklyn 28, the new straw bags. So I tried both of them on, and I'll insert pictures as I kind of show things, but and I'm going to forget the names, and I'm just going very off script today, so don't hold me to it. They had this new twilight or moonlight color. Oh, divine. I love that color. I will probably have something in that color. I hope they come out with like some more SLGs, but they had like the hobo bag that's kind of out right now, like a re-release in terms of design. That one really stood out to me, but it's small, and I'm trying to remind myself I don't wear small bags. Even on date nights, I like to have all of my stuff with me, and I don't carry a lot to begin with. But I tried on something in the moonlight color. We zhuzhed up the bag that I ended up getting. I got to see the chain tabby in the denim, the quilted tabby in the denim. The Lana 23 and the maple color really stood out to me. I was so tempted, but then I was like, nope, you have the Polen Mochi at home. You have your Western tabby and maple. I have plenty in that maple shade. And then I was interested in this goodie in maple. It was a tie between maple and honey. There's your clue. So let me go ahead and show you what happened. Y'all, I didn't even do my whole setup like I usually do, and I'm sorry if I look like a sweaty mess in this video. I'm in my perimenopausal era and midlife crisis era. So let me show you.
All right, are you ready? She's kind of big to fit in the frame, so bear with me. Takes up the whole thing, y'all. I don't even know how to do this, but...
Dun, da, da, da. Okay, so they were so sweet because they gift wrapped it, and all my essays at Coach treat me so well. So I got this little goodie because I had no idea that these existed because I don't go into the boutique very often. So this was a treat. This was a treat. But he kind of wrapped this on here. I only have I have 2 in total hang tags that are, what do they call it? The stamping. And so this makes number 3. I don't have one of them in this size, so I'm actually going to use this as a back charm. And I picked pink. This is like a mauvey, pinky purple. I loved it. That was the last one of that color. So, any guesses by the box size? It's not an Empire. I've not lost my mind that much. I almost did. I almost. The Empire 26 in Sage became available on the Japan website, and a fellow Instagrammer friend had it up for sale, but I was good. I was so proud of myself, and it helped this make its way in. So see, sometimes when you forgo things that you think you really, really want, something else better comes in its place, and you're gonna be surprised. So here's the box. I want you to pause this video, put your guesses below. What do you think Miss Leslye from What Leslye Loves ended up getting? I'm probably gonna surprise some of you. All right, did you guess? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't, but let me go ahead and unbox her. I've talked on and rambled on enough. Oh my goodness. I actually haven't seen it myself. I did request for a fresh one from the back just because I'm OCD that way. And I didn't unbox her, I didn't have time to open her up. Can you guys kind of tell? All right, let me move all of this. Here is the dust bag. She's big and mighty. Oh, this one is kind of fully wrapped still. You see the peak of the color. It is none other. I guess I'm in my honey era. I feel like this kind of reminds me of my Empire 28 unboxing, but I guess someone is indeed in her honey era. I was super shocked with this tote. I don't know, I guess I really do want to have a tote in my collection because, man, I tried and I tried, but I went in, I was looking at other bags. I was tempted by other things, and this really caught me by surprise. I'll do a dedicated video. This is an unboxing, and really most of the time I haven't gotten to use these bags, so I don't know when I'll revisit a full review, but I want to do it after I've really gotten to use it. I found that I had a gap in my collection because I got rid of all my totes, and I wasn't seeking out to get anything when I went in. I really just wanted to have fun. Of course, it's nice to walk out with something, let's be real. But I kept trying on the maple one, and I don't know what it was. And even the associates in the store were like, you keep going back to that one, because it surprised me so much on how it fit over the shoulder. It just, even empty, this bag just sits on the shoulder so well. And I'll show you some like pictures that I took in the store while I talk, but it just sits really well on the shoulder. And I found I have a trip coming up next month where my Empire 35 is not going to be the best use. And I have one other tote that a friend gave to me. That one's a little smaller and it's white. So I was like, I don't want to buy another tote. But my hubby was so sweet. He was like, honey, don't rush. Have fun at the store. Because usually when we go in, we have other family members with us. And so I never really get the time to like really look. I'm always in a hurry. That's just my lifestyle. But I had so much fun. I think I was inside that store for like an hour, hour and a half. And yeah, I kept going back to this one in the maple. So I tried it on in the black. I tried it on in the maple. And just as I was like, you know what? I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna ask my husband because I want him to, like, he'll usually just let me get what I want, but I wanted his input on whether or not I should get it and what color. And so I was like, let me try on the honey one. I just got a bag in honey, but let me try it on just because I'm here, right? I don't want to have that thought after the fact. So he pulled it down and I instantly was like, I think it's the honey. So I brought my hubby in and he was like, that bag looks great, because I really love how you can fold it in. This one is kind of all wrapped up, and I'm trying to make this as quick as possible, but there are multiple ways you can wear this bag. It's kind of like the Neverfull, but the Neverfull straps were just a little too short, where this does have some adjustments to it. Why don't I unwrap her and then come back and kind of at least show you what I'm talking about. Time out. Okay, she's fully unwrapped and she looks great. She is kind of a very soft leather, so this corner here is a little folded, and it's going to happen because obviously you're going to store this like sitting down like that. I'll keep her stuffed, and I think I have an organizer that I'll kind of put in when I'm not using the bag. But because I only have technically one other tote, that one I kind of leave out and it's holding a bunch of my stuff. This is probably going to live out somewhere so that I can quickly, on the days that I need to carry more, and that's starting to be a bit more frequent for me lately, this is just going to fill that void. I like the thicker straps. Most totes, as you guys know, come with thinner straps, and that digs in. I have some shoulder issues. I can adjust this even further and make this just a little bit longer, which I'll probably play around with. And again, I'll do a dedicated video once I've actually used her, because I'm really trying to keep my stuff a little bit longer, where I can actually not form that initial impression of the bag, but actually get some use. And so it'll be a little easy to do that because, again, I have some family vacations coming up, and just I'll get a lot of use out of this bag, maybe a new job. So one thing I liked, let me kind of show you what made me fall in love with the bag. So there is a Coach employee, Brand. I love him and I follow him on Instagram, but he kind of does a good job of showcasing the different ways you can style a bag. And when he showed this, that's where this bag piqued my interest, because I've always really liked the Lana 23, or not the Lana, but just a regular Lana shoulder, but that doesn't sit on my shoulder and the strap drop is too short. This is just that bit more generous, even here, see? I thought on the days that, this is why I take my hang tags off, because they will fall on you. Anyhow, I just loved how this looks. It reminded me of my pull-en, but my pull-en straps were a little too thin. And May just did an updated review on hers when she was comparing the seam to the Demille London New York midi. And she does say that those soften up. I need them to be soft right off the bat. I'm a baby. But it just, do you see how this just sits on my shoulder? I'm usually fumbling with something. This is there. It's there to stay, and as you put more stuff in it, obviously it's going to stay there even better. So, first impressions, all the stitching looks good. I mean, she was new, and all the corners look good. This is in that gorgeous, genuine, full grain leather that you guys know I love. I love just as much as vintage Coach leather. So that tells you something, and that's why I'm getting a lot of PCs in it. I'm going to be better. I am going to be better. And in my next couple videos, I have some planned videos that I want to record, but I plan to do a kind of more personal video on starting over in your 40s. So stay tuned for that. But I do want to slow down on my purchases. I feel like I don't feel any guilt with this, because it was just a fun impromptu visit, and fortunately for me, I had sold a couple other things, so I didn't feel the guilt behind it, but I did kind of say, you have enough. And I think I'm getting to the point where I need to just enjoy what I have. And so I'm super pleased with this, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm super surprised that I got a second piece in honey, but this color just works really well in my wardrobe. So I'm gonna stop rambling on. Stay tuned for the next set of videos coming up. And as always, if you like this video, please like. I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. I'm really trying to push towards getting 1,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to me. And to those of you who continuously support me and come on and always comment, thank you. I appreciate you more than you know. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao.